Hello everybody. So this is going to be a full review of this Dodge Grand Caravan that I got from Enterprise while my vehicle, my beloved town car, is getting its gas tank replaced. And you know what? When I booked the reservation, I obviously booked an economy car, and this is the economy car. Because as we know it, there's a shortage of cars, and rental car companies are no exception. But you know, this Grand Caravan, I mean, there's really not a whole lot of interesting stuff to most of you. But for me, I started nerding out as soon as I realized that this is what I was getting, because I remember renting these vans myself to consumers when I was in the car rental. This body style was, so I started working for a car rental company in around 2005 or 6, somewhere right there, while the previous generation Grand Caravan was around. So I remember renting those out, and then this was the new radical design. I think it's the 5th generation, which got introduced in 2008, I think. And I really thought that these things are still around, but no. Coming, you know, when I looked into this, no, these things got discontinued finally last year. So this is a 2020 model, and oh, the wind is real bad. Sorry, I'm using my phone. I didn't know when I was going to have the time to film this thing, so left the GoPro at home. But anyway, I thought that these things are still around from 2008, but no, after 12 years, they finally discontinued them, and now they don't have a Dodge van. They have the Chryslers, what are those things, Pacificas, but no, they discontinued these. They discontinued their cargo versions, everything. So this is the last of the last, but man, 12 years, and does it show? You know, it's still the same van as I remember. So I used to rent those out to customers. Now I rented one myself, and oh my God, you know, 12 years has gone by. The interesting thing about this particular one, look at this, bam, it's a GT trim. So when I first got it, I'm like, GT trim? I'm like, what in the world is GT? And then I had to do some research. So yeah, this is like the last, you know, the sporty version. So this is not the most luxurious version, but it's pretty loaded. And in a GT trim, you know, they made it sporty. But man, all the age-related things, I mean, boy, do they show. Starting from this tacked-on backup camera. I think these things, I don't think they came with a backup camera from the very beginning, so they must have added those on. Usually those are integrated somewhere these days, but nope, they had to tack it on. Surprising, I don't know if this is something special on this license plate. They don't have a registration sticker, so I don't know what FP means. I have to look it up. But yeah, this thing doesn't have a registration sticker, which is weird. Maybe it's a specialty plate, I don't know. FP, trying to think what that stands for. Fleet, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so this GT, so look at this, it comes with blacked out wheels for your sporty parents, and they have the two lines running through it. So very interesting. Tires are actually pretty good. This thing has like 47,000 miles or so. So look at this too. You know, they have, I think it's like a blacked out grill. I mean, it comes with like a black interior. So this is pretty interesting stuff here. And then, yeah, so let's come inside. So look, no smart, oh, which by the way, I should probably show you the key. Look at this. This is a carryover key from when it was part of Mercedes, you know, Daimler or Chrysler. They came up with this, whatever technology they're using. And this one is pretty loaded, so you do have a remote start, you do have these power doors and liftgate, but you know, you don't have a smart key access. So pressing this, so look at this. The cheapness though, I mean, even though it's the quote-unquote sporty one, the cheapness is overwhelming. Look, it's a silver where this thing would normally be, I guess, wood, I'm guessing. This is just a silver painted plastic. You do have this leather vinyl stitched with red. I don't know what you would put in here, but okay, pretty sizable pockets. But it's so old. But at the same time, it's cool. Like, I'm nerding out. When I realized I would be driving this vehicle as an economy car, I was excited. I mean, but I remember back in the day, don't give me a minivan. you know, somebody would rent a compact car. We don't have anything but these minivans, and I'm like, oh, give me the minivan. All right, anyway, some sort of an umbrella holder here. This being a GT, you have power seats, power lumbar, no memory. I thought these things would have memory seats, but no. Got the little LED things. I think they updated this somewhere between 2008 and 2020, because I remember these being different color, so not LED. All right, so check this out. All right, door panel, once again, painted plastic. It has fog lights. Oh, you know what? I just realized this. It has fog lights. I didn't know that. I didn't drive it in the dark yet. Oh yeah. I'm guessing that's the sporty nature of this thing. Yeah, blacked out housing here, so it's got some sport cred, which I find laughable. All right, coming inside, check this out. 47,389 miles. I don't understand what this off means. Well, like what? It's off because when you turn it on, it says run. But this thing does not have the auto start stop technology, so I don't understand what is this about. But anyway, you have this switch. So yep, for fog lights this way. There you go. That's very nice. All right. Man, this thing brings me back like you have no idea. All right, I'm gonna close this. All right, so yeah, no push button, even though these things did come. I think the Chrysler Town and Country had a little push button. See, because this thing does push in, but these, even though it's the same type of lock, you do need to put this thing in, even though it's a pretty huge key, and you have a little switch, not a switchblade, but a little metal stuff that comes out. But man, did I miss. I haven't seen keys like this in a long time. So there you go. All right, accessory mode. There you go. It beeps weird. So let's check this out. So what do we have here? Here we have the dimmer switch, and you know, you can see it controls these little lights. They used to be yellow, I do remember this. So now, so they switched it to these little LEDs. Now also, this thing, I couldn't remember what this control, but then I realized when you turn on headlights, it does turn on a little ambient light over here, and that's what that controls. But this is the only thing that this ambient light does. There's no other ambient light anywhere in here, which is weird. So we're gonna put it to auto here. These gauges, I don't remember if they were always red or this is just on the GT. I don't remember. But man, look at this display. This is a 2020 vehicle. When was the last time you saw in a 2020 vehicle this stuff? I mean, this is a step above the town car, so it has a bit more functionality, right? So on a town, this is kind of like a town car-ish thing, right? I mean, it does show your temperature here and your compass. But man, like, how could they still put up a vehicle in 2020 with this display? See, I only drove it like 40 miles so far. But yeah, you do have some like weird things, like, okay, so it has like coolant temp, oil pressure, engine hours. Okay, all right, I can see that being useful, I guess, especially if these things are made for like fleet service messages. I don't know what you would have there, but English system setup. Oh, okay, I haven't played around with this. Oh my god, turn by turn. This thing has nav system. Okay, guys, I gotta show you. I think most of this video is gonna be about that. Yeah, so anyway, it has some functionality, but at the same time, it is so ancient with fuel economy, okay, 18.7. I got this thing on empty, so I put like a little over quarter tank in there. Wow, you mean this thing brought me back. Now, a shifter, I like the position of the shifter here, and I like this knob, you know, it's leather. You know, the little chrome. I almost want to like unscrew this thing and put it on the town car when it's done, with a little plus and the minus. Oh, we got to look at the engine too. I forgot about that. Now, look at this. When was the last time you saw a vehicle, a 2020 vehicle with an antenna like this? I have not. This thing I remember. Look at this. How ancient is this? Look at this. hard drive. This is, by the way, this is one of those systems. At first I thought it had no Bluetooth, because when you press this,
connect phone ready.
I didn't know how to connect to my phone, but then I realized it's a voice prompt. You have to say setup, add a device, pair a device. You have to do all these things to pair
Phone
this.
not available.
Okay. Yeah, look at this. Media, radio. Here, look at this stuff. Look at this. When was the last time you saw a 2020 car with a CD player, with a DVD thing, which I think is feeding the nav, like this? Right? I mean, you do have nav. Look at this. Garmin stuff. Recently found. Okay, so some people took it to Georgia, to Chicago. Look at this stuff. I haven't seen one like this in a long time. And obviously no Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto, no nothing. You have one USB thing, no Type-C. I mean, Type-C hasn't even been invented. You don't have anything here. Wow. I mean, this stuff. All right, so let's go to this address in Georgia. Look at this. Go. All right. Calculating. Look how slow this is. 5, 7. Oh my God. I understand. Look, I mean, it's better than reading a map, but look at this. Look how slow this thing is. Wow. South, elevation, arrival, 778 miles. Look at this.
Proceed to highlighted route.
Wow. I mean, this stuff is, I understand, you know, technology changes, but this is a 2020 vehicle. All right. So anyway, you can see how slow this thing is. I mean, yeah, no pinch to zoom, forget about it. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, we're gonna stop this. We're gonna stop. Yep. So I don't understand. I mean, I get it when people don't want, like when manufacturers don't want to update anything. I get it, but it's like, don't even bother putting this thing in a 2020 car. I mean, give us some sort of new display without this. I mean, this is in 2008. Okay, this was fine, but now this is not fine. You know what I'm also curious. I'm gonna just show that. Yeah, like look, my music, my pictures. Manage hard drive capacity 28 gigabytes. Okay, it's pretty. Delete all pictures. You know, there was one thing. I was playing around with this thing. Settings. System. About. When I first got in here, I got really curious about some of this stuff. Look at the resolution of this thing. It's horrible. Look, something is copyrighted until from 87 through 2018, something through 2015. Yeah, look, the Garmin system is up to 2015. So this is a 2015 technology. They haven't updated it since then. So that's first of all. There was something in here from 2019, something in here from 1998, JPEG something. Something's here from 2002. So anyway, like something is here from 2000, copyright 2003. So you can see Android something 2008. They have not updated this thing since, you know, there's nothing in here from 2021, of course. But anyway, you can see this. Also the backup camera. How bad is this? Look how grainy this is. This is a cell phone from 2008. We'll do that to you. Anyway, let's stop making fun of the poor Grand Caravan. Yeah, so it used to have these bulbs here. This is kind of cool, I guess. You can, although you're inadvertently turn it off when you press in a certain way. Look, all right, good old-fashioned stuff. You know, you got your doors. They do work, surprisingly, and we will be going back there in a sec. You know, you have the tailgate, you have this light. here. But I mean, this quality is so cheap, and I know it's getting dark, so you guys probably will have a hard time seeing this. Yeah, look, everything moves. This leather, I remember this leather. This is the crappiest leather of them all. Like, it is so hard. It is just bad. Like, it's tough, but it is not soft. The seats themselves are pretty cool. Like, they're comfortable to sit in. Look at this. 2020. Yep. Yeah, so we talked about this. We made fun. It does have a heated steering wheel, which I use. It had heated seats, which take very long time to heat up. It has, look at this display, right? But hey, it works. It works. I gotta give it that. This eco mode, all it does, it shifts the shift point, makes it basically rev up higher or lower. Nothing fancy. You know, you got your hazards, you know, power outlet, traction control. A cubby here. A cubby here, nice large cup holders, another cubby here. You have storage underneath. You have this huge console thing that pops up. I mean, look how huge this freaking thing is. Yep. So there's that. You got glove box here, glove box there. So it's comfy. All right, let's. Oh, it's got one of these windows that you can control from here. So that's kind of nice. See it back there? Yeah, not bad. So we're gonna close it. All right, so we're gonna open this. We're gonna open that. Sorry. We're gonna jump in there and we're gonna check it out. So this does have one of these stow and go seats, which do fold in there. I'm not gonna do that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, these headrests are kind of crappy. These armrests are kind of crappy. But you know what? I got the seat all the way back. I don't have a ton of room in the front. But it's okay. For me, I'm 5'11". It's okay. I would love to have a little bit more room, but the seat does not move far back. Yeah, these seats, because it's a stow and go situation, they are the back sides. I mean, look how thin this thing is, and then look how thick this thing is. So yeah, it's not the most comfortable seat, but you do have a nice little control here. You can recline. You cannot move these seats because obviously they have to be oh no, nope. You know, I misspoke. Yeah, there's a little bar here. Oh wow, so I do have quite a bit of room here. I didn't realize that. The window switch, for whatever reason, is mounted the other way around. So you press down to lower it, but you do have one of these, so that's nice. I don't remember these being in Grand Caravans when I used to rent them out to people. But maybe that's the GT treatment. See, they kind of clip on. This is nice. You got some storage things here, although I have no idea what you would put in there. Obviously, I think on a luxury version, or maybe on the other versions, they have TV screens. This one does not have it. You do have climate control here, which I think I have them turned off. These little lights you can also direct. So, I mean, it has decent room. Wow. You have a lot of different cubbies here and here. Wow. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cubbies, or I think you can have 2 TV screens. Yeah, these seats, because how thin they are, and these weird, like, look, they have just rubber here, but they actually put the little leather stuff here, so they kind of cheapened out a little. But, you know, doable. And you can kind of see how they would fold in. The back, well, I guess let me climb in the back. Why the hell not? When will be the next time I'm in the back of one of these things? Oh. All right, so let's check it out. So here, the seat is all the way back here. Yeah, not a lot of room, but you can kind of see if this person doesn't... Let's see, can I turn on the light? Yeah, there you go. If this person gets a little bit more room further up, you can actually have decent room, but here, not a lot. And the same thing, you know, these back sides, they're... Look at this thing. They are not the most comfy. But it's passable. Like here, I can sit just fine. And by the way, I got these things folded. Ugh. There you go. Yeah. Most comfortable thing here. It's like it's a little thin paddle. Yeah, these are not comfy. But the seat itself is fine. Obviously, no Type C, no nothing here. Just a speaker and cup holders. But hey. It is what it is. All right, let's come out of here. Let's, oh God. I'm too old for this shit. You do have some power stuff here, so that's nice. And then, yeah, so the good old-fashioned stow and go. You know, yeah, tons of room. Obviously, these things can fold. I'm not going to do that, but you guys know. I guess the question is, for somebody considering this whole stow and go situation, is how often are you going to do it? I mean, if you're in the type of situation where you'll do it often, yeah, it's worth it. But if you're the one who, you know, once in a blue moon folds it, but you carry your kids every day, these seats, I mean, how thin they are and how uncomfortable they are, I don't think it's worth it. That's the thing. Like the whole stow and go stuff, like, yeah, I mean, it's nice that it can do that. Obviously, I can't fold it too far. Oh, wow. Oh, there you go. They have to be, the spring resets itself. But, you know, if you're gonna often fold the seats down and use it as a cargo van, yeah, I guess it's worth it to you. All right, let's quickly look at the engine and go home. Oh, you do have airbags that come out of here. All right, let's lower the window so I don't lock myself out in a rental. I think this thing has a 3.6 Pentastar. This antenna just cracks me up. All right, and I don't know how to open it, of course. Where are you? There you are. Yep, 3.6, so it's their global engine, right? It used to be in a 200 as an option. It's a base engine for the 300. Obviously, in these, I think they had a lot of different engine versions. I'll put whatever horsepower this thing is making. Probably 280, I'm guessing. But anyway, yeah, very basic. I mean, the light hood, you can see some leaves. Man, am I excited? I don't know why I'm so excited. Yeah, here you go. So, not that this wasn't a giveaway. So I tell you what, despite of all of its shortcomings as far as being old and outdated, and this is from a guy who drives a freaking God, what am I talking about? Lincoln Town car. Oh, this Town nameplates. I love this thing, and I love this thing not because I'm a minivan aficionado, but because it's an end of an era. See, I enjoy weird stuff like this. You know, it's like, it's 12 years old, you know, the design. And, you know, from the antenna, from the nav system, from this display, from the way that the seats are. Yeah, it represents a bygone era. But what are you going to do, right? Things are moving on. Dodge no longer makes these things. They've moved on to their, I think they're called ProMaster, which is basically a Fiat van. But yeah, the funny thing is this drives fine. It's comfy, it's heavy, it's stable. You know, I do have it at this eco thing, which I wonder if I turn on my lights. Okay, it glows blue. You can kind of see how it goes right there. So yeah, it's you know, I'm driving it. This is the second day I'm driving it, hopefully not too long, but you know, it's costing me like $55 a day. Yeah, I enjoy driving it. The heated steering wheel is great. The heated seats, yeah, they are taking way too long to heat up, so I don't know if that's the intended use or are they just malfunctioning, or maybe it's just on the driver's side. Yeah, I am having fun driving this thing. And if they gave me like a Sentra or something that I already drove, I would have been pretty disappointed. But yeah, I have not driven these things in years. Since 2013. Yeah, I stopped working for a car rental company in 2013. Like August of 2013. It's the first time I'm behind the wheel one, and I love it. It means a lot to me to be able to experience it. So anyway, folks, let's say goodbye to a Dodge Grand Caravan GT. Now I can say that I drove a sporty minivan from Dodge, and now because they're discontinued, they only have a few. Dodge only has a few vehicles. Chrysler has their Pacifica, which, oh, there's a Pacifica right there. Look at that. Which, because it's a neighbor's, I'm not gonna like stare at this thing. But these look sharp. I enjoy these things. Maybe I'll drive one of those someday. But yep, and there's our other vehicle, your favorite Forester. Alrighty, folks. We'll see ya next time.